We just found that Balance provided the time margin that we needed in order to scale our business, and we could focus on selling.
We would have to hire probably 3 people, 3 additional people to do what Balance is doing for us right now.
With Balance, it's just that much easier. They already understand how to figure in step flashing, how to figure in starter, and how to win those arguments and help to understand how to get that process moving much faster than we can.
I see Balance Claims as the leader in the third-party supplementation process.
And good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. It is noon, and you know what that means, right? It's time for our daily hail forecast. For those who don't know me, I am meteorologist Heather Kay, continuing to fill in for John as he finishes up the forecast for the last few cities on our hail tour. I'll get to that in just a second. Let's first thank our sponsors, though. We got the C3 Group as well as the Merlin Law Group. Thank you guys, as always, for sponsoring these videos. So we've already been going to a lot of places, and we still have some more to go. So we are continuing our segment that we are calling Where in the World Will Hail Trace Be? Because we have been busy traveling all over the place. So first, we have our Highway to Hail tour. This is our second year that we basically are going to a whole bunch of different cities, delivering what we are thinking is going to happen in a handful of different cities in terms of hail for the year 2020. We've already gone to Omaha and Denver, Atlanta, here in Oklahoma City, as well as Dallas. Next is going to be Charlotte on the 26th, and then Orlando on the 28th, and then Chicago on March 3rd, Minneapolis on March 5th, and lastly will be Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on March 10th. And we've also been doing some things with Certainty, and we've already gone to Greenville, South Carolina, Norman, Oklahoma, as well as Minneapolis and Baltimore. And lastly is going to be Toledo, Ohio on February 27th. And well, we can't forget our trade shows, and we've actually just got back from Phoenix from Win the Storm, and you can see that we've already gone to all of our trade shows. And of course, you know, me being me, I have to do something fun. Thank you guys for everyone that's gone to the trade shows and come see us and get to know more about Hail Trace, as well as if you've gone to any of the hail forecasts or the Certainty events. We greatly appreciate your support, and of course, if you're interested in going to any of the forecasts that are left, we have those on our Facebook page. Please feel free to sign up. They are free to go to. So let's get into what we are looking at today in terms of hail and wind. We do have a small chance to see up to $0.5 size hail from the southern parts of Missouri down to the east-northeastern parts of Arkansas, as well as far western Tennessee and the northern half of Mississippi. It looks like storm development is already starting to develop a little bit, but I think the main time frame is going to be between 3 and 8 p.m. And then same deal for the wind. I think we can see up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with the strongest storms. Again, the chances aren't very high, but they are there. It's better than zero, you guys. And again, 3 to 8 p.m. is going to be the main time frame for that. So this is what's going on at the surface. We have a low pressure centered at the northern parts of Oklahoma. Cold front is draped down to the south, and we have that warm front, so the system's going to make its way to the east-northeast and bring in that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, as well as some instability. And this system will be the trigger for any severe weather that develops today. Taking a look at the radar, it's a mess in the southeast and a bit of a mess in the northwest, but we're going to zoom in right here into Arkansas. You can see this is where the cold front is right now. Stuff is already starting to develop along and ahead of that front. We also have some clearing ahead of it. So this is where we're going to be watching for the potential for severe weather today. And this is the HRRR model. You can see as we get into the afternoon and evening, storm development will start to fire up, and then it will die down as we get into the evening and overnight hours. I'm thinking around 8 or 9, as we'll start to lose the heating of the day and the amount of instability will basically go away. So we have that. And speaking of our best friend Cape, here we go. Here is the instability. It does look the best in Arkansas, but we do have some lower values that will stretch as far north as south central Missouri, all the way down to north or the northern parts of Mississippi. And you can see as we get into the evening hours, the Cape goes bye-bye. So yes, between 3 and 8 p.m. is going to be the main time frame for any severe weather today. And then as we get into tomorrow, there is a small chance to see some hail up to quarter size in diameter. Again, it's going to be a very marginal risk. It all depends on how much instability is left over from this system. So from southern parts of South Carolina to the southern half of Georgia and the panhandle of Florida. Again, we can see up to quarter size hail, and also winds up to 60 miles per hour will be possible with those stronger storms. So here is the NAM model. You can see as we get into the afternoon and evening tomorrow, we will start to see some development of those storms in the area that we will be watching. Again, doesn't look like anything significant, but it's something. Something is better than nothing, right? And here are the Cape values. They definitely don't look as good as today. So it's going to be very limited in terms of instability. So maybe we'll get lucky. Start doing those hail dances, you guys. So what's going on for the rest of the week? Well, let's take a look at that. Here is our area for today. So from Missouri down into Arkansas, maybe as far east as Jackson, Tennessee, down into Mississippi. Getting into tomorrow, that area that we'll be watching for severe weather will move on to the east, to South Carolina, down to Georgia and the Panhandle, Florida. And then as we get into Wednesday, there could still be a small chance for severe weather along the eastern coast, so the eastern parts of the Carolinas, southeastern Georgia, and Florida. So doesn't look very, good. It's just going to be a marginal chance. I want to throw that out there, but the chances are there. Yes. It is still winter, you guys. And then Thursday and Friday look to be quiet as of right now, as that system will move offshore. So let's take a look at the upper levels. We'll have that little system going on today, and then it'll dissipate. And then here comes that second system for Tuesday and Wednesday. We stay quiet for pretty much the rest of the week. It's just going to be cold in the northeast and maybe a bit snowy. And then as we get into the beginning of next week, getting into maybe late Monday into Tuesday, there's a system that we need to keep an eye on. So, yeah, it's starting to get a little bit more active. Get excited, you guys. Taking a look at the surface, storms will be possible the next few days. Big old mess as we get into Thursday in the northeast. Could be another bombogenesis thing going on. Then we are quiet for Thursday and Friday as well as the weekend. And then It's basically not far out enough to look at the system on the surface, 'cause I think it's still offshore in the Pacific. But getting into Monday and Tuesday next week, we need to watch that next trough moving on in. And lastly, here we go with our CAPE. We have some that's going to be around for the next few days, but as we get into Thursday, it goes away, guys. It's getting quiet again, but then as we get into Sunday and getting into Monday, that's that next system that we need to watch. So that is, I think, all that I have. We're just basically recapping a bit. Marginal chance for some hail and wind for today, as well as into Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday and Friday are going to be quiet, and I think the weekend's going to be quiet as well. And then looking a little bit far ahead, it's still a week out, that next system moving on in, we'll see what it does. And we will keep you posted here at Hail Trace if anything looks interesting with that one. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure you set us first on our Facebook page. All you need to do is go there, click on the follow button, select See First so you do not miss anything. It's getting closer to storm season, you guys. You want to make sure everything is all set to go. And we do have our new website. It's about a year old now, but if you're still having issues, if you're brand new to the Hail Trace family and you're just like, I have no idea what I'm doing, whether it's the PC or the mobile app, please call us. We do not bite. We want to help you. We can set up a training for you and your team so that you can use these products to the best of their abilities. And if you have any questions, concerns, you want to learn more about the things that we have here at Hail Trace that can help you out, or you just want to say hi, you can give us a call at 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com. Check out our website at www.hailtrace.com. And then we also have an Instagram page, so please feel free to follow us there as well. And I am meteorologist Heather Kay. I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday.